Bluesfantv, Wolves 1, Chelsea 3. What a way to be back into the winning ways. I mean, honestly, when I saw the lineup, I definitely know that this is a winning game. This is a winning game. I mean, it looks like the job isn't hard for Chelsea. Chelsea is, to me, in my own opinion, one of the best team in the world right now. We've got the quality, the players, to do a lot of things, to be honest. And we saw it today. We saw how much clinical we can be in front of goal. We saw, the urgency of getting that 3 points. To be honest with you, I feel like the starting lineup gave us so much confidence. I know if we had gone into this game with a different mindset of, resting players or going into this game with a weak lineup, it would have been a different story. It would have been a different story. But big shout out to, Liam Rossini. I think he really did well today, to be honest. He just put out what it feels like is the best for these guys. And we can start to see, a lot of connectivities, a lot of, solidity, especially from the back line. You can see Chalobah, Fofana. This is what I'm saying. Once these guys are fit, let them play at least Premier League game. It is highly understandable if you go into Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and you try to rotate and bring in new boys. It is highly acceptable. But Premier League, we need this sort of, combination, this sort of form to keep going, this sort of energy. I mean, what a game. What a game. Cole Palmer, hattrick. This is what we're saying. And this is my question. If you put Cole Palmer on the bench today thinking that you're playing Wolves, what's going to be the result? What's going to be the result? Hat-trick again for Cole Palmer. And for all of you that think Cole Palmer is gone, man is back to his feet. A hat-trick against Wolves. Your boy is back. Your fucking Cole Palmer is back. Look at that hat-trick. Hat-trick was scored in style in the first half. What else can you ask for? So in my own opinion, I think managing player, can't be more than this. He needs to start. He needs to start. And that's what we're saying. We need to go into every game with the strongest lineup. Let's win the game, and let's start rotating. Look at how easy it is for us today to make substitution. Easy, because you've already killed the game in the first half. And this is what everyone is expecting from Chelsea. This is where we belong. I'm telling you today, if we had come into this game thinking Wolves is last on the table, or all sort of things, I'm telling you, it would have been a different story. But I love the passion. I love what the guys did today. The way they really fight in the first half. We showed the character. We showed the massive difference between Chelsea and Wolves. Really play out today. And what a win. What a win. And I'm telling you, we just need to keep going. Leeds coming up. I think this sort of lineup wouldn't be bad to put out against Leeds, because obviously you want to get a 3 point again in Stamford Bridge. Especially when you look at the top four, it's really getting intense. United is knocking every day. They're winning games. Another thing I want to say, I think the sort of culture that we've tried to emulate in Chelsea now, it's just not acceptable, bro. Look at what United is doing. United is going into every game. United has played their last 4 games with the same lineup, except Dogu that is missing. So tell me, are United not thinking of resting players as well? Are they not thinking that their players are going to be injured? Luke Shaw has played almost every Premier League game this season. Bruno Fernandes has played almost every game this season. And these guys are really enjoying it. Look at how United is starting to link up, how they started to, this is what we need at Chelsea, bro. I don't believe that until you rotate players before you can get a result. No, this player needs to keep playing together. Second half, we didn't do, we kind of relaxed, and honestly, considering that goal wasn't something I was happy about, but it is what it is, because obviously I want Sanchez to get another clean sheet, but it is what it is. We dropped the point, and that's what we keep saying. We've got to kill the game as early as possible, and that's what we've done today. I just imagine if we are 1-0 up or 2-0 up today, and Wolves decided get that opportunity to score 1 goal. What's it gonna look like? The pressure. I'm telling you, we might end this game with a draw, or possibly, I don't know. So let's keep this momentum going. Big shout out to Liam Rossini for putting out this sort of squad in the first half. We need this. This is for the fans. We desperately need this win. I can't imagine us coming down here and dropping a point against Wolves. It would have been terrible, bro. It would have been terrible. But obviously, we came here so strong. We played a very good game in the first half. I mean, we are almost 100% in the first half. Absolutely 100%. Because for your player to get a hat-trick in the first half, you can't definitely ask for more. So happy with the result. Let's keep this going, bro. Let's keep this going. Let's keep starting our strongest lineup. Let's get the result in the first half. And let's start thinking of rotation in the second half. That's one of, the easy way to get 3 points out, bro. So happy with the performance. I think from the goal line, I think Sanchez really did well. Defensive wise, I mean, 100. Apart from that goal that was considered, I feel like these guys are matching together. You can't have the like of Fofana, Chalobah, Cucurella, and of course Gusto. And you know what you're getting from this guy. You're confident that these guys are gonna put in a good shift for you. And from the midfield, I think Caicedo, top notch. Santos really did well today. Enzo Fernandez, I think up the Chelsea. Yeah, I think Enzo Fernandez is starting to be one of the best players in the Premier League. Honestly, the way he keeps matching on every week in, week out is just unbelievable. And Joao Pedro, I'm telling you. Palmer again, ole ole. Yeah, so I want to say, Joao Pedro, one of the best players in Premier League right now. This consistency, I'm loving this consistency from Joao Pedro, having a player. I think we're now seeing Joao Pedro of the Club World Cup. Amazing, going into every game, making an effect, making an impact. 2 crucial assists for Palmer today. You can't ask for more. What a striker. I'm going to tell you, Chelsea winning games can be as much as easy than how we did today. It is easy. Go in there with the strongest lineup, with what you've got, and secure the 3 points in the first half. I'm telling you, if we stitch with this tradition, Chelsea are going to be winning games week in, week out, because I do believe we've got the qualities, we've got the players, and we can see today, especially from the back line, that these guys are stitching together. The more they play, the more quality they've got, the more they've got to, they've got to offer. When you look at United has played 4 games in a row with the same formation. The only guy that was missing was Togo due to injury, and these guys have won. Why can't we emulate Chelsea? Why can't we emulate United and start playing this sort of lineup week in, week out? We're so confident that we can get results. It's easy, bro. It's easy. Let's stop all this gambling week in, week out, playing, sort of rotation. You want to rest players. If you don't play Palmer today, how do you want to get a hat-trick out of him? How do you want to get this sort of performance out of him? So, in my own opinion, let's keep this going. Let's kill the game in the first half. And of course, we have so many times. We have so many players to rotate. And that's what Chelsea belongs to. That's the power, that's the energy that we need to keep putting into games. So happy with the win. So happy for Cole Palmer. Obviously, so happy for Joao Pedro. The way he's having effect in games week in, week out is ridiculous. I want to see this keep going. And of course, we can definitely, because in my own opinion, I feel like, top 4 is really tough now, especially when United is also coming in, knocking the door. We need to be smart. We need to be smart as much as possible. And, good for us. We've got 3-4 more games, easy games coming up. We can make use of this and obviously get something out of it. So let's keep the concentration going. Let's keep the winning going, and up the Chelsea.